defensive stops, rebounding the basketball and getting out, getting quick strikes. Thought we came out to start the game very slow, sluggish, and they played great early. And that's why they built a 10-point lead, and we were able to sub some and get back into the game.
Mike and then Zach.
You mentioned the sluggish start, not the first time at home that's happened this season. Have you kind of been able to pinpoint where that lack of energy has come from?
I'm not going to dwell on it, but I mean, the bottom line is we won today, and our team has shown that they don't quit. You got to give Southern Cal, their team, credit because they came ready to play, and I thought that they were the most physical team starting the game. And once we got going and met their physicality, then we got back into the game and started playing Indiana basketball, which was nice to see.
Zach and then Robbie.
Mike, I recognize it's not by choice necessarily of Malik out, but just the success offensively of some of these lineups that only have kind of one player who is truly kind of a back to the basket post player give you any food for thought with the way that a guy like Luke is shooting the ball, the space it gives your guards, things like that?
Well, it gives us better space, but make no mistake about it, Malik is a big part of what we do. So, he's not going anywhere.
Robbie, then Daniel.
Yeah, Coach, your next 11 games, all quad one opponents all in a row. Are there 3 or 4 things you look at that you feel you guys need to do well to have a good stretch in that time?
Iowa's the next team up. I'm not looking at 11 games. I'm looking at Iowa. They're next on our list, in terms of who we got to play. And they're well coached. They won a big game the other night, coming from behind. And you're gonna have to go down there and play for 40 minutes to beat Iowa. I mean, that's just how good they are at home.
Daniel and Zach.
Yeah, on Umar, I want to say he's averaging like 22 and 11 over the last 3. Is that as easy as matchups? Is it Malik being out? What do you kind of attribute that to?
He's playing better. He's gotten better. We're featuring him. He's a big piece to the puzzle. That's why we brought him here to play center for us. No, he's played well, and he's going to have to continue to play well the rest of the way through the Big Ten because teams are going to force him to play.
Zach and then Mike.
Coach, earlier this year you said you didn't know what your identity was, and then tonight you just said playing Indiana basketball got you guys back into this game. So what is Indiana basketball right now? That's finding success.
When we're scrappy and defending and rebounding the ball as a unit and able to get out and play a little faster instead of staying in the half-court game, that's Indiana basketball. And we've had some glimpses of it off and on. I thought these last 3-4 games we're playing much better now, shooting the ball better from the 3-point line. We didn't shoot it well tonight, but we had good looks, and we got to continue to take those shots when we have them.
Mike and then Jack.
Yeah, Coach, at the 12-minute mark of the first half, you called a timeout, and it seemed like after you guys came out of that, you were Miles and Trey were trying to get to the rim on almost every possession. Is that something that you saw that needed to happen to adjust to USC's defense?
No, we ran a few plays that kind of opened it up a little bit that we just put in, today, and they executed it well. I mean, Gallo got a layup, Ballo got a dunk off of it. So I mean, execution out of a timeout is critical. I didn't like the last timeout I called. Gallo threw the ball away on the inbound pass. We got to be more sharper in that regard.
Jack and then Jim.
Oh my God, 5 straight wins now. Where do you feel like the team has grown the most in this recent stretch compared to some of the early season losses?
Well, again, guys, we have 7 new players on our ball club, and we're still trying to figure it out, just like every Big Ten team, every college basketball team in the country. When you make drastic changes to your ball club, your roster, it takes time, and you know, we're starting to grow and learn one another, and guys are feeling comfortable about who can do what and who can't do what. So, I mean, it makes it a big difference, but we still got a long way to go, and we're still growing.
Jim and then Luke.
Mike, I know you don't want to have one of your leading scorers go 0 for 8 and not score on a night, but you have to feel great about having multiple other players doing specifically so many different things. Rice goes 9 of 11 at the free throw line. Goody is 4 of 5 from behind the 3-point line. And Ballo was 5 of 5 at the free throw line. Everybody did something different to really contribute. That has to bode well for you going down this next stretch coming
No,
up.
it is. I mean, and that's kind of the makeup of our ball club. You know, every Big Ten team is talented and deep and well coached. And, you know, when someone is struggling, Mac was struggling tonight. And, you know, I can't, you know, I gotta search too as a coach. I mean, that's what we do. And there's no knock against Mac. He'll be back in there tomorrow, and he'll be ready to go hopefully for the Iowa game. But, you know, I gotta lean on everybody, and, you know, it's what you do with the minutes that you get. And I thought the guys that came in off the bench gave us some positive minutes tonight, and that set us up to win a ball game.
Last question, Luke.
Coach, or on Omar, did you see in the scouting report he might be able to use his body the way he did tonight and dominate the game, or did it come in the flow?
No, I mean, you know, Ballo's a pretty big guy, and, you know, their center that started tonight wasn't as big as Ballo, but I thought they played Ballo early. He couldn't really touch the ball that much. They were topsiding him, and, you know, we did a poor job in trying to get it to him early. But as the game wore on, you know, everything kind of loosened up, and we were able to utilize him a little bit more, and he delivered for us.